What's good, everyone? It's your boy Sales, back again with another Fire Emblem Heroes video. And normally I don't upload videos this late, but today is kind of an exception because I don't know, I just got off work and I'm a little tired, but at the same time I can't go to sleep. I've literally just been sitting in the bed for like an hour, just can't go to sleep. So I guess my vent is making YouTube videos, but whatever. I kind of want to talk about the new banner. I don't know how this will be received, but if you guys like it, I'll do more of these banner reviews. Again, I do this all on my Instagram page, so follow me at Salos if you aren't already. Nice little plug, I know, but I'm telling you, I'm so much more active on Instagram than I am on YouTube. But let's go into these units, and honestly, this banner is kind of a pass for me, but let's go in and look at these units. First, we have the Knight Paradise, Cordelia. And I'm not sure how many people actually got the reference. Maybe I'm just hallucinating, but I'm pretty sure her little shell lance here is a reference to the Awakening. I believe it was a DLC. I didn't actually play Awakening, so my bad if I mess up. But it was basically a support conversation he has with Robin if you marry her, and she's like making this lance that is like super perfect at like aiming and killing things. So I thought that was a nice little reference that they did. If that is a reference at all, who knows, it might not be. And I was really hoping that because it's a lance that's really aerodynamic and is meant to go super far, that it'd have distance counter built into it, but oh well, alas, it's just another deft harpoon. Rip the dream. And her base kit is kind of eh. I mean, dull range, I think, is better than dull close, which is a very awkward phrasing if you ask me. But the reason I think that dull range is better because we have things like blade tomes for range units, which makes units like, what's her face? Chick with the bird, Salt's her girlfriend, Micaiah. Why can't I think of Micaiah? But like, Micaiah with dull range is actually an amazing anti-blade tome hero. That's also why things like Swift Gear was so good back in the day, because it nullified buffs from ranged units, but close units, we don't really have that so much. I mean, I guess it's good for like tanky builds for like, I guess it could be on good unit like Clive, if you can believe it or not. Actually, that's an idea. Okay, let's not get too close into it. But generally, melee units just kind of go in and go hard, and there aren't too many. I can't, unless I'm just tripping right now, I don't think that there are too many physical tanks that would prefer this over Quick Riposte. I mean, I guess you have the Sacred Steel slot as well for Quick Riposte, but I don't know. I don't think that dull close is worth pulling for. Maybe my opinion will change on it more. Maybe there's something I'm super obviously missing, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Her base kit is eh at best. She looks really good though. And also, oh, Lance Cavalier. Not really. We don't have a shortage of that. Unless they like Power Creep Cordelia. She's like the mascot of 35-35 offensive stats. And we have Oscar, we have Perry, we have a lot of Lance units that can pretty much fill the role that she's going to be filling, and a lot more accessible because one, you can choose their IVs because you get a ton of them. You get a lot more merges because again, you get a ton of them. So it's much easier to +10, which means they're better scoring in arena. Like, you're better off, if you really like that deft harpoon, you're better off just foddering it, so it's whatever. Let's go on to the next one. And here is Nor. I'm just gonna call her Nor. But I don't know, a lot of you guys didn't know who she was, but she's actually the daughter of Tharja from Awakening. Don't ask how I know that. But an archer, kind of interesting. I don't think that Brave Bow archers are still a thing in arena unless you're Jacob, because Halloween Jacob is stupidly busted. But I mean, they're still good for PvE content, I guess. I mean, we still have the Bridal Blessings banner going on, and unless just me is super unlucky, then everyone should have Bridal Cordelia by now, because she's been on like a million banners despite her being a seasonal unit. So it's going to be interesting. Is she going to power creep Bridal Cordelia? Because Summer Geist is another really good arc for people to sleep on. Don't know why, but hey, it is what it is. Let's get on to her stats, and not stats, we don't know stats just yet. Attack and speed +2. This is actually a super slept on skill in my opinion, because most people use Fury because one is super cheap and it's a free +3 to all your stats. This is only one off, and attack and speed are the most valuable skills in the game. So I think this is actually a really good budget skill, and the reason people didn't use it before is because it was on Nephany, and you probably won't use it again for fodder because Infantry Rush is really good. It's basically Heavy Blade for infantry allies, and that is amazing. Imagine Infantry Pulse, Infantry Rush. Oh man, they're trying to make infantries monsters, and I love infantry so much. They're my favorite archetype. Like, are they their archetype? I don't know. They're weird because they don't get emblem buffs, but they get like stuff like this. So it's pretty cool. I like it. And standard plus Fury, pretty much built-in Fury 2 standard stuff. Let's move on because we don't know stats. But if she has good stats, I can see her being pretty amazing. Is your doubling, but always take that with a grain of salt. And Ennis, oh my boy Andrew is gonna be freaking out about this. But Ennis, an Axe Flyer. The first thing that comes to mind is Minerva and Shershi. And we all have pretty much free to play Shershi and Jerome. So not sure if you're gonna need Ennis. And if I recall correctly, he doesn't have that amazing a fodder either. So yeah, the Death Feint, another one of these feint skills. This one might actually be a little, no, Speed Feint was pretty good too. I think that Death Feint is going to be pretty alright. I don't want to say that Speed Feint isn't good, but I think that Death Feint is going to make it really easy for like Brave, especially for him. Like if he's really fast, then I can see a Brave Axe build just destroying things. I don't know if he's gonna have high attack though. Does normal Is have high attack? I don't know. But Gold Flyers, pretty standard. Rally Attack Depth is good for Arena, and the built-in Fury 2. I don't know, man. It's hard to say anything without knowing their skills, but in Axe Flyers, I feel like Air Zero just has the lock for the green slot. But I know that Air Zero is not the most common thing around. But if you have Air Zero, I don't see your green slot going to anything else. And it's just going to be hard because Minerva is such a competent hero. And even Michaelis is, I know I meme him up, but Michaelis is pretty good as well. So not sure if he's going to be that great, but we'll have to see about his stats. Let's just completely power creeps Minerva, which will be freaking insane if he does. And even then, he has to compete with Hot Claire's Wu Dao. So have fun with that, Ennis. You might need to get back Nidhogg. And last but not least, we have Tana. I'm actually really hopeful that Tana can be a red Summer Corn, because we all know how good Summer Corn is. And I think that Halloween Nowie just had too low of attack. Was it attack or speed? I forgot which one. She had an issue in one of those two stats, but if she is fast and strong, I still believe that Ryoma is probably the best red flyer in the game. But Tana being magical is going to be extremely close to the second. Like, my god. I hope she has a good offensive stat spread, because that's going to make her an amazing Blade Tome hero. And unlike Summer Corn, she even has a good base kit. She has freaking Ragnarok in her A slot. So could you imagine like a Blade Tome with Ragnarok? A Blade Tome, oh my god, that is... I don't even want to think about that. I feel like because she has this Ragnarok effect though, she's gonna have pretty meh attack and speed. Because I think that regular Tana's pretty fast, but her attack is kind of lacking. Because she depends on her legendary weapon for... Because with her legendary weapon, she has 50 attack. So... Or is it? Because mine's +2. Because I got cucked by Tana twice. I don't know. But... Fruit of Ion? I don't know how to say her country's name. But it's pretty much a reverse Grimoire. And people say that Grimoire was bad, so I'm gonna say that this is good. Maybe people like this. I don't know. If I regret, I'd just go Blade Tome. I know it's pretty generic. People don't like generic builds. But hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't see the problem with it. But overall, what do you guys think about this banner? Overall, like I said, I think it's a pass for me. And also that animation is amazing. It's a pretty easy pass for me because I'm kind of done with just the meta heroes. I've been playing this game for a year now, so I have pretty much every hero I could ever need. So it's purely just once for me. I have no attachment to Ennis. I have no attachment to Tana. I have no attachment to Tharja's kid. And I have no attachment to Cordelia. Although Cordelia would be nice for a free summon, because I would like to play around with her. Cordelia's, I think she looks beautiful, but white waifu collecting game, so I guess that's reason enough to pull for her, but I don't know. What do you guys think? But on that note, I'm gonna try to sleep again, but I got some videos I'm gonna put out. I've just been too lazy to actually work on them, but hey, I feel like this was a pretty easy one to make, so I'm bad at outros. Okay, I'm just gonna end it. Bye.